Title 2, Contracts. Chapter 1, General Provisions. Article 1305. A contract is a meeting of the minds between two persons whereby one binds himself with respect to the other to give something or to render some service. Article 1306. The contracting parties may establish such stipulations, clauses, terms and conditions as they may deem convenient, provided they are not contrary to law, morals, good customs, public order, and public policy. Article 1307. In nominee contracts shall be regulated by the stipulations of the parties, by the provisions of Titles 1 and 2 of this book, by the rules governing the most analogous nominee contracts, and by the customs of the place. Article 1308. The contracts must bind both contracting parties. Its validity or compliance cannot be left to the will of one of them. Article 1309. The determination of the performance may be left to a third person whose decision shall not be binding until it has been made known to both contracting parties. Article 13010. Article 1301. The determination shall not be obligatory even Article 1310. The determination shall not be obligatory if it is evidently inequitable. In such case, the court shall decide what is equitable under the circumstances. Article 1311. Contracts shall take effect only between the parties, their assigns and heirs, except in case where the rights and obligations arising from the contract are not transmissible by their nature, or by stipulation, by provisions of law. The heir is not liable beyond the value of the property he received from the decedent. If a contract should contain some stipulation in favor of a third person, he may demand its fulfillment, provided he communicated his acceptance to the obligor before its revocation. A mere incidental benefit or interest of a person is not sufficient. The contracting parties must have clearly and deliberately conferred a favor upon a third person. Article 1312. In contracts creating real rights, third persons who come into possession of the object of the contract are bound thereby, subject to the provisions of the mortgage law and the land registration laws. Article 1313. Creditors are protected in cases of contracts intended to defraud them. Article 1314. Any third person who induces another to violate his contract shall be liable for damages to the other contracting party. Article 1315. Contracts are perfected by mere consent, and from that moment the parties are bound not only to the fulfillment of what has been expressly stipulated, but also to all the consequences which, according to their nature, may be in keeping with good faith, usage, and law. Article 1316. Real contracts, such as deposit, pledge, and comodatum, are not perfected until the delivery of the object of the obligation. Article 1317. No one may contract in the name of another without being authorized by the latter, or unless he has by law a right to represent him. A contract entered into in the name of another by one who has no authority or legal representation, or who has acted beyond his power, shall be unenforceable, unless it is ratified, expressly or impliedly, by the person on whose benefit it has been executed before it is revoked by the other contracting party.